Peanuts, peanuts, get your peanuts.
Now that is one heck of a bowl of peanuts. Whew, I'm gonna get thirsty.
Oh, hey. I'm here inside a lab at the University of California, San Diego. A physicist here. His name is Ivan. Now, where is he? He's working on a tough question. How to make things small. But he's not the only one trying to do this. There are researchers all over the world who are working on this kind of stuff. But Ivan's trying to make something smaller than ever before. And besides, he's my pal. So how small are we talking about? Incredibly small. In the jargon of science, we're talking about the scale of nanometers, or 1/billionth of a meter. The ever-popular nanoscale. You hear it all the time these days. Nano this, nano that, but what does that all mean? Well, let's see. How can I explain? Oh, hey, Ivan.
Here, I'll help you.
Ow. Thanks, pal. An average human hair, kind of like this one, seems pretty small. Well, no, it is pretty small. But it is about, 80,000 nanometers wide. So the scale of nanometers is way small. There's no easy way to ever see anything at that scale. Let's make things a little bigger so you can get an idea of how small things in the nanoscale really are.
Nothing like a day at the ballpark. Especially a brand spanking new one like this. I'm either very early or maybe I'm a little late for the game. Well, no matter. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Remember our hair? It's a whopping 80,000 nanometers wide. So, how many atoms are in it? That's a lot of atoms. How many? Let's see. I need something small.
Peanuts, peanuts.
What the? Oh well. One, over here.
Got it.
Thanks. Hey, don't you own the Padres?
I do.
Why are you up here selling peanuts?
Well, you're buying, aren't you? We got to pay for the ballpark.
Maybe I should buy two. Hey, thanks. Perfect. If each atom were, say, the size of this peanut here, that would be enough peanuts to completely fill this ballpark. Now that is one heck of a bowl of peanuts. Whew, I'm gonna get thirsty. I wonder if that guy sells sodas too. Anyway, we could easily fill this entire stadium. And there would still be enough peanuts left over to fill every ballpark, every stadium, every sports arena, every ice rink, field house, and gymnasium on Earth. 1,000 times over. And still, the particles that make up those atoms are even smaller, only thousandths the size of our average atom. And with all this, we're still only talking about the number of atoms in a single strand of hair. Even so, this tiny scale is real as, well, baseball and everything else we know. So why are Ivan and people like him working with such tiny things? Because when things get small, Ivan and his friends can do things that can seem unreal, things that can seem like magic. It's not quite what it looks like.
Oh, hi there. Is the music too loud?
So, what you working on?
I have just transferred an array of our latest nanostructured chemical field effect transistor devices from the load lock into the ultra-high vacuum section of the molecular beam epitaxy machine here, the MBE.
Oh, that's what I thought. And then what are you going to do?
Oh. The devices will be coated with a number of metallophallocyanines that contain bulk substituent groups to help us achieve a desired microstructure. I'll be coating the individual elements of the array using a floating shadow mask positioned within 10 micrometers of the array. The mask will be moved in situ without breaking vacuum, exposing one array element at a time.
Well, yeah, that's what anyone would do. So, why are you doing all this?
Because I love it.
Don't we all? But why are you doing the mask in situ metallo whatever thing?
Oh, that, well, we want to see whether the phallocyanines will act as the channel of the field effect transistor and whether the microstructure will improve the diffusivity of the analyte chemicals when we test the FET as a chemical sensor against analytes.
Well, of course. That makes it perfectly clear. Did you get all that? So here it is. Ivan's elephant shrinking device. Well, obviously he isn't shrinking elephants. But besides working with metallo, thallo, whatever, he can very carefully control the layering of atoms to make substances that he wants to work with. That's what he's doing with the metallo, thallo, whatever stuff. He can do all this because this chamber allows him to remove just about all the atoms so that he can work with only the ones that he wants. Let's see. How can I explain? What the heck am I supposed to do with this? Oh, okay. I'll give it a try. Outside the chamber, everywhere in this room, and I mean everywhere, all over me and everything else, there are millions of atoms colliding with everything each second. But inside the chamber, it's a different story. Uh-oh. Besides the fact that I need a spacesuit to survive in here, I would have to wait 3 hours until a single atom settled.